On Sukkot, there are a few inyonim, there are a few concepts which need to be kept in focus. One of those concepts is Ahavas Yisrael, because we gather the four kinds together. But the one I want to talk about in this 5-minute break is the concept of simcha, concept of joy. All of our Yom Tovim are celebrations of a spiritual reality which becomes more manifest at that time. At the time of Sukkot, the reality that is manifested is simcha, is joy. And the obligation of a Jew is to enjoy the Yontif of Sukkot with an accelerated level of happiness and joy. Now there's a question, and it's a deep and difficult question for most people. The question is this: if you say that you want to be happy, if you say that you want to have joy, then for most people their training is to say, well, give me more to be joyous about. Give me more to be happy about. If the festival is a festival of joy, come on, God, you're obligated to give me more to be joyous about. If you give me more money, if you give me more nakas from my children, if you give me better health, I'll be happier. And yet that is not the equation. We are told that comes the time for Sukkot, and you have to be joyful, and maybe you don't have those brachas. Maybe you are not rich. Maybe you're not healthy. Maybe you don't have nakas from your children, God forbid. So how do you increase and focus on joy where there's no trigger for that joy? So the Rebbe explains a fascinating thing in a Farbrengen on Parshas Vayeshev. He says like this, that Yosef HaTzadik, when he was in jail, Joseph, when he was in jail, he asked the butler and the baker, Madua panechem roim hayoim, why are your faces so miserable today? You have to understand the enormity of this question. Yosef is in an Egyptian prison in prehistory. No civil rights, no food, disease. There's no chance of ever being liberated from there. And he, first of all, has the presence of mind to be interested in anyone else. That's the first thing to understand. How is he interested in anyone else? In the baker and the butler. And even then, when he is interested in the baker and the butler, understand his question. His question is, what are you looking so miserable about? Now, what is that question? Are they at a party? Have they been invited for dinner at the White House? What are they happy about? They're in jail, they're going to die there, it's a disease-ridden dungeon. So the Rebbe explains this, that the capacity for happiness at its extreme level has nothing to do with what's happening to you. It's how you're reacting to what's happening to you. What's happening to you is Hashgacha Pratis, is divine providence. You don't control that. I don't control that. What do we control? We control how we react to it. If we react to it in terms of the cues that are given to us. We're like animals. An animal walks by a stream in the shade and he flicks his tail and flicks away the flies, and he's happy, and because it's shady, and he sips the water from the stream, and the cow eats the grass, and that's his life. He's in Gan Eden. He's happy. That's not the happiness of a human being in general, and a Jew in particular. The happiness of a Jew in particular is that he has the controls to be happy, irrespective of what's happening to him. Irrespective of what the givens are, he has the capacity for the volume knob on his happiness. So the question that Yosef is asking the Saramashkin, the butler and the baker, is this. He is saying, notwithstanding your environment, notwithstanding what's happening to you, why aren't you happy? And it is this very deep concept that we have to have in Sukkot, that when we sit in the Sukkah, surrounded by a mitzvah, hopefully with family and friends, hopefully with the level of Avos Yisrael increased, but at the same time one has to understand that that is a reminder of the fact that one's happiness and one's joy is actually within our control and not a product of that which is happening to you. That which is happening to you is outside the Sukkah. What's inside the Sukkah is you, your God, and your ability to appreciate your life and your brachas, and that in itself engenders a level of simcha which is special and beyond normal.
JewishTV.media